Hey, what's up everyone and welcome to Daily Code Buffer. In this video, we are going to see how to deploy Spring Boot application to AWS using EC2 instance and S3 bucket, and we'll also use Amazon Corretto 11 JDK version. So let's jump into it. Please subscribe to my channel and click on bell notification to get notified of all new videos. So here we will create a basic Spring Boot application with a basic controller and a basic REST endpoint, and that we will deploy to AWS EC2 instance and S3 bucket. Okay, so let's open IntelliJ IDEA and create a project. So you can see here I have created a basic project, that is a Spring Boot AWS. If you open here, you can see that it's basic one. There is only one file over here, Spring Boot main application file, and we have application.properties. Okay, let's first change the port over here, server.port to 9091. Okay, and let's create one basic controller. Okay, let's create basic controller. We'll annotate with @REST controller. And let's create a endpoint. Okay, we'll returning a string. Okay, so this is the one message that will return. Okay, okay, so this is the application which will return. This is deployed to AWS EC2 and S3, and we will deploy this application. So let's create a build jar file from this application, and then we will deploy this application to EC2 instance. Okay, so let's go to terminal. Okay, we will do mvn clean install. So this will create a package for us. Okay, so you can see that it's been started. Finally the package is created. Okay, now we need to upload this. So let's go to AWS console and create a EC2 instance. Okay, we'll go to our console. Let's sign in and let's quickly spin up an instance. Okay, I'll just quickly create an Amazon instance. Okay, let me review it. T2 micro, it's a free eligible, and let's launch it. I'm using my key. Okay, so this is a very basic stuff to create an instance. Okay, let's view the instance. So you can see that it's still starting. Okay, it's in pending state. So after this we need to connect to this instance. Okay, so there are multiple ways that we can connect to this instance. I'll be using a putty to connect to this instance. So there will be many tutorials that you can refer to connect to your instance. If you click on connect over here, these are the steps that you can follow to connect to your EC2 instance. Okay, so this is a very basic steps. You can also follow this connection documentation over here. So I'll be connecting this instance via putty. So let me connect it. Okay, I'll be opening putty over here. Okay, let me load this profile. Let me change this values. Okay, if you can see here, I have been using in the auth, I have added the AWS instance key over here. So you have to add this key over here and you can log into the instance. Okay, you can click on yes, and you have been connected to your EC2 instance. Okay, let me switch it to root. Okay, now you see that in our application we have used Java 11. If you go to pom.xml file, okay, and you can see that Java version. So our application is running on Java version 11, so we need to install Java version 11 on our EC2 instance. Okay, so let's check what is our current version. Okay, you can see that the current Java version is 1.7. So we need to install a newer version, that is Java 11. So we'll be installing Amazon Corretto 11 JDK. Okay, so let me install it. Okay, so these are the commands. I will add the link in the description below where you can refer this. That's an official documentation, and I'll also add the commands so you can install Java 11 in your EC2 instance. Okay, you just add the repository and then the command to install Java 11. Okay, so let it download. Okay, you can see that Java 11 is installed. Now check the Java version again. You can see that OpenJDK 11.0.7. so the latest Java 11 has been installed in our machine. Let's clear this. Sorry. Now we need to create S3 bucket and we need to upload our jar file to that, and we will use that S3 bucket object to deploy our application. So let's go to our console and let's go to Amazon S3 service. Okay, create a new bucket over here. Okay, add the name Spring Boot AWS I'm giving over here. Okay, because we are deploying a Spring Boot app in AWS. Okay, click on next. So I've already created this earlier, so let me give Spring Boot AWS new. Okay, now let's click on next, and then you can see a block all public access. Remove this checkbox. Okay, uncheck this checkbox because we need access to this bucket from our EC2 instance. Okay, acknowledge this and click on next. Okay, create the bucket. You can see that our bucket is created. Go to that bucket, create a folder. Okay, let's create a simple folder, Spring Boot. Okay, inside that Spring Boot, let's upload the jar file which we have created. Okay, you can see that the jar file which was created, okay, was inside this directory. Okay, we need to upload this jar file. Let's copy this path, click on upload, add file, and let's select this. It's 17.5 MB. Click on upload and wait for a couple of seconds. Let it upload. Okay, you can see that the file is uploaded. Okay, you can see that. So this is the object URL. So copy this object URL so that we can use it over here. Now go to putty. So you are in the root directory. So with this wget command and the URL of your jar file or the object from your S3 bucket, you can download that file into your EC2 instance. Okay, but you can see that once we will hit this, you will get an error. Okay, you can see that you are getting the error which is forbidden. So because your file, the object which you have created, doesn't have permission to be accessed outside your bucket, because that file is still private. We need to make it accessible to public. Okay, so let's go to your S3. And if you can see here, there is a button make public. So what we are doing is we are making this jar file, this object in the S3 bucket, to public. So click on this, make a public one. Okay, you can see that it's public now. Now if we run the command again, okay, the jar file will get downloaded. You can see that this jar file is here. Now we need to run this jar file. So to run this jar file, the command is java-jar and the jar name. Okay, you can see that your application is started, right? Now let's go to our EC2 service. Let's go to our instance. From this instance, we need to take this public DNS, and then if we hit enter, we should get it. Okay, you can see that we are not getting the data. We are not able to access the service because we have not provided the port information. We have not allowed that 9091 port to be accessed from our security groups. So we need to enable 9091 port to be allowed for this instance. So for that, let's go to our security group. This is our security group, Launch Wizard 1. Okay, go to inbound rules, edit your inbound rules and add rule. That should be custom TCP and your port should be 9091 and it should be allowed from anywhere. Okay, we are just doing this for tutorial purpose, but if you are doing this in production, you should give your VPC IP ranges and all this subnets information over here, what all the IPs provided. Okay, save the changes over here, go to the instance. So let's hit the service now. We can use any of the one, either public IP or public DNS. Let's use any of this. Okay, and then we will add our port, that is 9091. Okay, you can see that we are getting the page. We are not getting the string because we forgot to add the endpoint for this particular method. Okay, so but that is fine. We are able to open the app over here. Okay, in EC2 instance using S3 bucket. So this way we can deploy our Spring Boot app in AWS EC2 instance, and we can leverage S3 bucket, store our jar files, and we can use over there. So I hope this would be an informative tutorial for you guys to spin up an instance and deploy your application. So that's it in this video. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, smash that like button and we will see you in the next video.